how do you practice self-care as an artist and also an academic of Black, queer, trans embodiedness who works within the often white and cis-dominated spaces of academia and of art, and also just what art and poems and books, what replenishes you?
Hmm. Um, Self-care. I love the water. Um, going to places where I'm going to like either I can hear it, I can feel it, or I can get close to it with ease. My birth was it my birthday? My birthday this year, I ended up going to an Airbnb that I didn't know at the time. I knew it was close to the ocean. It was a block and a half. Um, so close that like I had to hydrate differently and like was waking up tasting salt, which is how I was like, oh, the water is much closer than I thought it was. So doing that, you know, and that requires like thinking through and saving through and making sure that I can figure that out. But yeah, being around water whenever I can, taking baths if I can't be by the ocean or lakes, rivers, something, but just to access that beautiful medicine. Um, I think I've gotten past a point where I have any like guilt around what I eat. So, like that's not, I don't know if that's helpful for people to hear, but I don't know. I think we can I mean I'm a vegan, right? So that like sometimes it's not super fun, right? Like there's not like tons of options of that. But I also am like, if I want a thing that is like rich and whatever, then that's like I'm going to honor what my body is asking for.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to be in a like no judgment relationship to that. Um, and music. And just like putting it on when it's not related to quote unquote work, right? So music is a big part of my creative world, and so it's easy for me to go into practice when sound is on, but to also like listen just to be listening is a self-care practice for me. Um, what am I reading right now? My goodness, I shared some of the books that I'm reading right now. Um, Other than that, um, I am. I'm like, what is it so hard when you? Because I'm reading like four or five. Are y'all people that read several books at a time? So I'm like, what are the books plural that you're reading right now? I am listening to. Who am I listening to? See again, a flood. Um, I enjoy ratchetry so much. So I will find myself listening from all of the Cardi B's, Megan Thee Stallion, all of that to Fela Kuti. Um, you know, like that's kind of my universe right now. Things that are lifting,
Mhm.
um, for sure. And lastly, a medicine. I will say I don't know, maybe it's cliche to say, but medicine making for people is a self-care practice. I know that I'll say for me it's a self-care practice. So like right up there are some things that are ready to be strained off right now. But because making medicine requires I do the things that feel really good for me. So like plant walks and taking time to listen, you know, sometimes I'm listening to music to make the materials. um a lot of just kind of creative thinking around what plants might be good for a particular request or need. Like those are things that are really filling for me. So making things, making medicine for people is self-care medicine for me too.